Fall came, bringing more comfortable temps and plenty of fallen leaves, Abby's favorite. This meant endless walks and endless numbers of peepees on top of leaf mounds. And in a surprising development, Abby had become coexistent with the neighborhood kitties. A system was enacted called Don't Look, Don't Acknowledge. This made it infinitely easier for afternoon walks with Grandma. Abby also employed this in trips to restaurants, which she dearly loved, especially the places where she got to sit at the table with us. Her favorite restaurant was the Musashino Fishing Hole, which had an accommodating restaurant. Some of her biggest and widest smiles came at that restaurant, probably because she had some expectations of getting a meal like Daddy. Unfortunately, these expectations weren't met, but she always got her edamame soybeans, which made her trip worthwhile. On Abby's 5th birthday, after the cake presentation, she got her trip to the Fishing Hole restaurant. We also added slide activities. To be honest, the first few times she was nervous going up and down. But I think the nervousness is now just on the up part. I think she enjoys going down. How do I know? I don't. But when I stop by the ladder to pick her up, she doesn't run off like she does with clothes. I think it's a sign our relationship has finally built enough trust. In fact, Abby's new attitude on trust had helped her become sort of a Mother Teresa of the neighborhood. Quick to go and sniff anyone to greet with a, "Hi, I'm Abby, what's your name?" was rarely met with rancor by the other dogs. In fact, some dogs that tolerated no others would accept a greeting from Abby, which made the dog owners pleased their dog had shown some ability to be social, and made me so damned happy that she was looked upon by others in as much esteem as I held her. With Shizuka and I working most afternoons, Grandma came to the rescue. Despite Abby's incessant barking when Grandma entered the house, "You shouldn't be here when Mama and Daddy are gone," she would relent and let Grandma visit and take her for a walk, which was good for the both of them. One custom that started up in the afternoons were visits to the cafe, which had a porch for customers with dogs. Abby had not only become a regular, she became a VIP with a reputation of being a no-nonsense girl that wanted her cut for bringing Grandma and or Daddy to the cafe. The cafe owner and Abby struck up a close relationship quickly. The owner's soft heart for Abby was apparent every time Abby yelled at her to hurry up with her treats and distribute them one by one. Once, the owner came back with the treats and wanted to shake hands for each treat. Abby would carry on a competition with no one and bark quickly and slam her paw on the owner's hand like she was competing on Jeopardy and had the answer. With each treat, Abby's face got closer and closer little by little, and her paw action speed increased little by little. My pleading in the background to be quiet was met with obliviousness. It was their show. With a roof over the porch, the barks reverberated and echoed throughout the neighborhood. Often on the morning walks, I'd hear from other dog owners, "You and Abby were at the cafe yesterday afternoon. I heard both of you." I knew the way it was worded, it wasn't a time to smile and be proud, but instead quickly sulk away. Abby had mastered daily life, and now she had a new interest, car trips. Let me rephrase that. She was hooked on car trips, so she got them, at least once a month, sometimes twice. We found ourselves renting a car, paying way too much for a simple hotel room just so Abby could get a car ride, get to experience new smells, and get to dine with us. It would have been easy to not go, as I was spending thousands of dollars, but she never acted badly, and people often commented on how calm and well-behaved she was. We went to Izu in the winter, Chiba every other month, Mother's Farm, and sometimes just around Tokyo. In May, we went to Fuji 5 Lakes and Hakone for one final trip before all of our lives would change in early July. Abby was going to get a sister, an almost 4-year-old Shiba named Lydia Yuzu. Although Abby had made a wonderful transition with us, Mama and I felt something was missing. She seemed lonely and bored. We thought Lydia might help. This was met with much consternation by both grandmas. Despite that, in May, we went to see a rescue organization to check out possible sisters. The one we were counting on was not an option. She was a tired old dog who had been forced to breed many litters, and she just wanted to be alone. In our house, Abby was going to be in charge and would accept a younger sister who would defer to her. One such little girl spotted us and checked us out up and down. She also had a rough past, jittery and scared, passed around to 3 or 4 homes that just kept her in a cage. No social skills, no walking experience. Abby was going to be conducting an elementary course on life as a dog. And Lydia would be forever grateful.